Hello YouTube and welcome back to another episode of the Underdog Prep series. I won't lie, I've been neglecting pulling out the camera all week. It is just another one of those weeks where, you know, don't want to pull out the camera but we must. But yeah, first off, before I get into this video, I want to say a massive thank you to everyone that supported the last video. Obviously, last week's video was obviously the surprise reveal of mine and Alexa's secret show, which obviously got a great response. So if you have watched that video, thank you so much. If you haven't, I definitely obviously recommend doing so. But it was obviously the most watched video I've done of this whole prep series as well, because obviously you get to see myself and Alexa on stage, which is so exciting, and obviously getting to actually meet Alexa for the first time as well. Well, you guys obviously. So yeah, here we are. As of right now, just to kind of give you guys a bit of an update of kind of where I currently am. While I'm recording this intro, it is currently September the 15th. I am currently, I think I'm 5 days post show, as in 5 days post my second show. So I just competed last weekend, and that is what all this video will be about. So basically the rest of this video is kind of just a bit about my peak week last week, a bit of food, a bit of training, then also you get to have, I suppose, more chats with Alexa and I as well. We unfortunately didn't get any footage, like camera footage of us on show day, simply just due to the fact that, like, on show day it's so hard. I can't describe it, but on show day the last thing you're thinking about is getting out a camera. But we are going to try again. But basically, yeah, just obviously an update, because obviously the last video was our show number 1, which you guys obviously didn't know about. So really do hope you enjoyed all those bits as well. As I kind of mentioned, I'm now 5 days post show number 2, and that is what all this video will be about. I am actually currently 10 days out from show number 3 of this competitive season, and I'm just feeling a lot of different emotions. I think as I'm recording this now, even though I'm like 10 days out, I'm still on a little bit of a high from last week, but also kind of now kind of like it's starting to really kind of, I suppose, like sink in. But as I said, 10 days out from show number 3. Next week I will definitely be getting the camera out a lot more. I do want to showcase a lot more about what I get up to on peak week as well. And obviously, as you can probably tell, like, the tan is still holding on from like the last 2 shows. My poor pale face, and then what's left of my tan is still coming off. But yeah, I don't want to keep this intro too long, because as I said, and if this video will be similar to last week, it's just a whole mixture of random clips. As I said, bit of food, bit of training from last week, and I'll just try and obviously share what happened on show day as well. But hopefully next week's show is massive. Next week's show is it is the biggest show in the UK, in the NPC Federation. Very nervous, but also very excited. Yeah, I'm really excited. So I think, like, Alexa and I have just been definitely on an absolute high from last weekend's show, but also with the anticipation of the show as well. It is such a huge show that we're doing next weekend. Just to even say that we're going to be participating at it is, like, by far such a huge achievement for us as well. So you know, because obviously it's crazy to think that we're now getting ready for show number 3. Like, we've 2 shows done. Like, how am I still alive? Anyway, let's get stuck straight into this video. If you are enjoying this prep series, as always, please make sure to like and subscribe to this channel, and also leave some comments below. I want to hear your thoughts. Were you shocked about the surprise show from last week's video as well? But obviously, just let me know what you would like to see in future videos as well. Anyway, let's get straight into this video. So my first meal of the day, which has probably been the first meal I've had for every carb up day, it is egg whites, a little bit of protein powder, and also some we'll just take a sneak peek here. Some bananas and strawberries as well. So, and then I also just spread over some of the CaloFit cookies and cream 0 calorie sauce. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna tuck into. I cannot wait. So like when it comes to carb up, I'm trying to keep my foods relatively the same for each of my peak week carb ups, just so that my body is not getting like new foods into it as well, and just aids digestion as well. But I know I've had this whole meal like so many times over my last few carb ups or high days. I've had this over the last like 2 to 3 months, so I know this is going to work well for my body. And yeah, let's dig in. guys, so here we are yet again. It is show day. This is like the show day that we've all been counting down for the last fucking like what, 18 weeks definitely. 18 weeks, yeah. So obviously as you can see we're just actually using the natural light from the window.
We are orange. Well, I'm orange.
It's currently just gone 9 a.m. here and we're both feeling rather good.
Yeah, we just had our first show day check-in of the day and really happy with our looks.
So happy.
We are dry as hell after our water loading and everything yesterday. So yeah, feeling good and tight, and now it's just time to rest up and kind of, you know, fill up with carbs leading into the show.
So basically the next kind of protocol is that like our hair and makeup isn't on until the afternoon because Alexa is on maybe around like 5 today, 4 or 5. I'm probably not on until like tonight, like 12 hours time from now. So it's a long day for me, so I'm not even thinking about it, to be totally honest. Try to avoid thinking about it.
We're both in at 2 o'clock actually. You're in for makeup at 2 as well.
Yeah, so
and I'm in for hair and makeup at 2.
Yeah, so it's just a lot of waiting around today, which isn't bad. At least it's not rushing.
Yeah, it's nice and relaxed. So at least we only need to really get to the venue for about maybe like 1:45, 20 to 2.
Yeah, something like that. And then get the hair and makeup done, and then Alexa will probably stay in the venue. I'll probably come back to the hotel because there's no point me waiting around.
Because we have to get our top coats of tan as well. So my top coat, I can get it from like basically 3:30, so I can basically just go from hair and makeup. I think your top coat is like a 4 or 5.
4. No. We'll worry about that, whatever. But yeah, there's like, this is like probably one of the biggest shows in Two Bros, the federation that we're doing it in. It's probably the biggest show of the year. I think that's not trying to hype things up or be dramatic. Like,
no, like there's the amount of athletes
it's insane.
It was crazy, and it's amazing to see, because these are the shows you want to compete in. Like
the big
you want to be up against the best of the best. Like that's the point of the sport, to see where you're obviously standing at the most competitive standard. And you know, even we know that there's about 150 bikini girls competing today,
easily over 150.
and then there's 4
in different categories.
Yeah, in different categories, like all together.
Yeah.
And then with wellness, I think there's about 40, which is a big number for wellness, because it's, you know, a
relatively
new category. So yeah, no, it's just really exciting, and we're calm actually as well.
We're very calm.
But doing that PCA show last weekend,
best decision ever. Just to get the first day, like first show jitters
out of the way. You know, because we know what to expect, and you know, like it's just, we'll be on stage, we'll feel a lot more confident, like we're taking that first step. Like because last weekend we were both quite confident on stage, but you know, that side of the stage jitters, like that's but whereas this time we kind of know what to expect now.
Yeah, because we're going on stage with people who've competed several times before. Like
this is our first NPC show, so this technically feels like another first show.
Yeah, first show in a way. So like,
wow, I only really thought of that there now.
No, I thought that Alexa